Hey everybody, Alex here with another episode of Momentum Charting. Today we are going to be doing a much needed update on SAVA, Cassava Sciences. Guys, if you have not yet done so, jump down below, the only place on YouTube to get the kind of technical analysis and information that is provided on this channel here at Momentum Charting. Make sure you subscribe down below to get all the latest updates on SAVA, broad markets, all your favorite stocks. Guys, let's get into the chart here of SAVA. So it's been a little while since our last update here on SAVA, guys, and yeah, I'm definitely disappointed here in the price action of the stock, kind of what we've been put through over the last week and change. And I'm also not going to pretend that I have all the answers as far as, well, people are calling it a hit piece, and the lawsuit that was filed against SAVA, you know, to the best of my understanding, it's something to do with they weren't correctly putting forward the results, and they were skewed to some degree. I've been reading a whole bunch of different things online about this. If you guys have more information, I would love to hear from you down below about exactly what's going on as far as the picture, broad picture of lawsuit and all that type of stuff. If you guys have more information about that, I would love to hear from you down below. But again, the best thing that I can do is follow along with the price action, and there is no question that over the last, 10 days of trading, the information that was put out against SAVA has just absolutely crushed the stock in more ways than one. It's also demoralized a lot of holders on SAVA. And guys, in the short term, I'm here to bring a realistic picture to you right on what's happening in the very short term, and maybe wait to the end of the video, kind of a bright spot. We'll go through that. But in the short term here, there's just no getting around this, guys. The picture is still negative. Okay, I'm here on our momentum chart inside of TradingView on a 30-minute time frame, and I've got basically this pretty significant, I believe, line of overhead resistance. Just go ahead and do yourself a favor. You're going to want to do this now on your own chart of SAVA, so you kind of get an idea of when the potential for us to start breaking out again is. Okay, there's a wick here, 9 a.m. on August 27th, and then another touch point here at 8 a.m. on August 31st, and then a third touch point here first thing in the morning, 6:30 on September 3rd. So on your chart, 30-minute chart, just connect those three touch points and draw a diagonal downward line of resistance. This is right now is the key line of resistance that we want to watch for us to start repairing the price action here. It seems to me, and I'm going to show you on the momentum chart in just a second here, but it's really likely that we've got some sort of a channel or something developing here. And, this, we really do need to start breaking out of this in order to prevent further downside. It seems like right now what's more than likely is we get some sort of a short-term bounce here, maybe when markets open on Tuesday, and just try to find our way again towards the bottom of this channel. So I'm looking maybe at this $40 or something level. I'm hoping somewhere in this area we get some support and this thing is able to consolidate. And over the next week and change of trading, we are able to find our way out of the depths of this just awful overhead resistance and kind of the position that we've been put into as holders of this stock. Okay, so that's kind of my brightest and best case scenario for the short term. We consolidate in what looks to be this channel, just start moving sideways. So if we get a move up on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then this thing comes crashing back down, Thursday, Friday, don't worry, it's not the end of the world for sure. Just yeah, look at that as a positive, and just hopefully we can hold these levels around 40 or so. That's what I'm really looking for in order for us to consolidate and break out of this channel and start repairing some of the damage that's been done to the chart here of SAVA, guys. And I did also want to show you this, which is pretty negative here as well. So since July 19th, we've got this series here. It's kind of like, yeah, let me focus in here and see if bring this picture in so you guys can see it a little bit better. So we've got this series here. Again, I'm on the momentum chart, 30-minute of, we've got this series of 3 consecutive negative divergent bottoms. And additionally, the kind of bad thing that's just happened right now is we've broken outside of the bounds of this upward trend on the shortest time frame here. Let me zoom in here and see if you guys can see it right here. So really what we need to have happen here on a very short, minute time frame is we need to start pulling this momentum back above these levels, back above this negative 28, and start consolidating in this area and start breaking back to the upside. But as you guys know, this area of operation on momentum is just a really nasty and negative zone to be operating in. So we do need to start working our way out of here as soon as possible. You guys can see how we did it here on August 2nd. You'll remember this time period where I drew this trend line to the upside and had us watching for more upside in SAVA, and we were able to fairly quickly pull ourselves out of the depths of the kind of hole that we pulled ourselves into on this big pullback in that towards the end of July. So I'm hoping for something similar to have happen here, but again, you know, the thing here that's a little bit different, just, you know, we are operating at even lower levels, kind of with this triple negative divergence here, and it appears that we have breached to the downside this trend line. So this is kind of what I'm worried about here, is this thing rolling over again and taking us back down to maybe 40 in that area. I'm hoping to stay above 40 if this thing rolls over, and again, just try to consolidate in these areas and bring us out of this overhead resistance over the next couple of weeks. So guys, that's really what I'm looking at. You know, I'm not here to blow smoke. I'm here to be a realist for you guys, as well as myself on SAVA. Kind of, hopefully all of us can pull together on this thing and yeah, just start repairing some of the technical damage that's been done over the last couple weeks on this stock, which has definitely been brutal. It's been harsh. Again, if you guys have any more information on the legal stuff of the trials, anything like that, I would love to hear more information from you. But from me to you, I think we are going to pull out of this, guys, stronger than ever. That's my honest opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. I think all of this smoke, all this dust is going to clear on this stock, and we are going to come back, you know, stronger than ever, and we are going to definitely eclipse prices here at these levels, in my opinion, above 150 at some time, hopefully, if not the nearest term future, at some point, maybe towards the end of this year. I would love to see that, start repairing some of this damage that's been done, and I do believe that's going to happen. And again, just some warnings for everybody in the short term. Very negative areas of momentum. If this thing does roll back down to the downside, that is going to definitely push prices lower in the short term. And just to give yourself some peace of mind, do yourselves a favor and draw this trend line here. I believe this is a very important trend line for us that we need to breach to the upside in order to start repairing prices and get some positive movement on this stock back to the upside. Okay, so that is kind of the short-term kind of bad news, good news picture. But let's pull back here and just take a look at this 2-minute momentum here, right? So, guys, on a 2-minute time frame, let me just erase all these drawings on here so we can kind of see. Clean this up a little bit for you. So like we can see, guys, I mean, the things that have happened really over the last couple of weeks of trading, really, when you look at the big picture of this thing, it's kind of no more than a blip on the radar, right? And you look at this volume that's come in. Yes, it's red volume bars, but these big red volume bars that have come in over the last few trading sessions have not eclipsed this green volume that came in earlier in the year and late last year on SAVA. So guys, I think that kind of what's happening here, again, we look at this, and to me, it just looks like really what's happening here is just a blip on the radar of this thing. You look at the alignment here still on a 2-day time frame of the 50 and 200 EMA. This alignment of these moving averages still very, very good. So I believe there's a chance for us to pull out of this tailspin over the last few sessions and really start rebuilding SAVA and moving up to the upside in a big way, you know, in the next couple of months. I do definitely believe that's going to happen. And let me show you here also on the momentum chart. So I'm on a 2-day period of momentum, and just look at the alignment here, guys, right? So we're setting up here 1, 2, 3. It is still possible, right? We come down here and this thing slows this pace of this decline it's been having over the last few trading sessions, last week, and we get a rounded bottom here on a 2-day time frame, and that sets up for us 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that would set up for us our 4th consecutive positive divergent bottom, pushing up prices higher. Watching these levels here at around 74. This is not price, this is momentum. Okay, if we can start pushing up, get a rounded bottom on a 2-day time frame, and start pushing momentum up above these levels, guys, that would take us past all-time highs very, very quickly. Hopefully, sometime towards you know, the end of this year, maybe winter, maybe early next year. Let's just look forward to the bright spot on this stock. And I definitely wanted to end this video with that good news for you guys, that I'm still seeing the alignment of this big picture of this stock. Just a blip on the radar, the stuff that's happening. The negative volume, definitely not overwhelmingly positive volume that's been happening on the good days, the up days of SAVA. And the alignment of this 2-day momentum, to me, still has the appearance of something very positive. We are operating in these very nice zones well above zero, and potentially getting set for a 4th positive divergent bottom here in the not too distant future, maybe sometime towards the middle or end of this month even, and from there we can start pushing prices higher. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this my analysis here on SAVA, the bright picture outlook on the technicals, on the broader picture. Yeah, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel, guys. Obviously, as always, I'm going to continue to update this chart. It's one of my favorite stocks in the market to be watching on the long term. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you are not yet. You do not want to miss a single SAVA update. Hope you guys have a fantastic day wherever you're at. Hope everybody's weekend's going well. I will see everybody again soon in the next SAVA update. Bye for now.